For the first time in years, Venus is without a robotic observer. Japan's Akatsuki orbiter, also called Dawn, has officially been declared silent after a 15-year odyssey. This mission was no ordinary spacecraft. It survived a near-catastrophic failure, rewrote expectations for resilience, and gave us an unprecedented look into the mysteries of Earth's twin planet. In this video, we'll uncover Akatsuki's incredible journey and why its legacy matters more than ever. Akatsuki launched in May 2010 aboard Japan's reliable HIA rocket, carrying the hopes of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, JAXA, to study Venus's atmosphere. The plan seemed straightforward. Akatsuki would fire its main engine in December 2010 for a 12-minute burn to settle into orbit. Instead, the burn sputtered out after just 3 minutes. The probe shot past Venus, left stranded in a solar orbit, with no guarantee of recovery. This could have been the end of the story. But JAXA's engineers refused to give up. They devised an audacious plan: use the orbiter's secondary thrusters, tiny engines designed only for small adjustments, to gradually change its trajectory. Over the next 5 years, careful burns reshaped Akatsuki's path, a celestial dance that would eventually bring it back to Venus. In December 2015, against all odds, Akatsuki finally succeeded. Instead of a tight circular orbit, it entered a highly elliptical one. It wasn't the orbit originally intended, but it was enough to begin meaningful science. Just days later, the spacecraft began sending back its first snapshots of the thick Venusian cloud layers. This recovery was celebrated worldwide as a triumph of ingenuity. Akatsuki's success demonstrated that even missions facing severe setbacks could be salvaged with persistence and creativity. It also positioned Japan as one of the few nations capable of planetary exploration at this level. The orbiter's arrival wasn't just about Venus. It was about proving that determination can turn failure into discovery. Once safely in orbit, Akatsuki began its work with a suite of sophisticated instruments. These included 5 cameras covering ultraviolet, near-infrared, long-wave infrared, and even a specialized sensor for lightning and airglow. While some cameras eventually failed due to electrical issues, the remaining instruments delivered data that reshaped our understanding of Venus. One of Akatsuki's most famous discoveries was the detection of a massive stationary gravity wave in the planet's atmosphere. Unlike Earth, where weather patterns constantly shift, this enormous wave appeared fixed above Venus's surface, stretching thousands of kilometers and defying the chaotic winds around it. Scientists traced its cause to highland topography on the surface, showing that mountains could create disturbances powerful enough to affect cloud systems far above. Another major contribution was to the study of atmospheric superrotation, the strange phenomenon where Venus's atmosphere circles the planet in just 4 Earth days, much faster than the planet's 243-day rotation. By tracking cloud motions, thermal emissions, and ultraviolet absorption patterns, Akatsuki helped confirm that waves and momentum transfer were critical drivers of this effect. Beyond dynamics, Akatsuki also pioneered data assimilation techniques on Venus, combining real observations with models in a way similar to modern weather forecasting on Earth. This created something entirely new: the ability to predict short-term Venusian weather events, giving humanity its first glimpse of forecasting on a planet other than Earth. Over its mission, Akatsuki's instruments provided insights into cloud chemistry, lightning activity, vertical temperature structures, and atmospheric circulation. The data has been used in hundreds of peer-reviewed studies, making it one of the most scientifically productive planetary missions in recent memory. Despite its achievements, Akatsuki could not escape time. Designed for a 4.5-year lifespan, it stretched nearly a decade beyond expectations. By 2016, electrical issues forced JAXA to shut down 2 of its 5 cameras. Still, the mission endured, sending valuable data well into the 2020s. In April 2024, Akatsuki suffered a serious glitch. Its ability to maintain stable orientation degraded, placing it in a low-precision control mode. This meant the spacecraft could no longer consistently point its antenna toward Earth, cutting off reliable communication. JAXA spent over a year attempting recovery, but the silence persisted. Finally, in 2025, the agency declared the mission over. Akatsuki, though silent, remains in orbit as a relic of one of space exploration's most remarkable comebacks. The implications are significant. With Akatsuki gone, no spacecraft currently orbits Venus. For the first time in years, humanity lacks a robotic presence studying one of the solar system's most intriguing worlds. This absence leaves a gap in continuous monitoring, particularly of atmospheric changes, volcanic activity, and climate patterns. Yet, Akatsuki's legacy points forward. Several missions are already on the horizon. NASA's Da Vinci and Veritas, ESA's Envision, are all preparing to turn their gaze toward Venus. These missions aim to answer questions Akatsuki couldn't, like the planet's volcanic activity, geological evolution, and whether its clouds may still harbor unexpected chemistry. Akatsuki's journey reminds us of the value of persistence, but also of the urgency to return to Venus. As Earth grapples with its own climate challenges, understanding Venus's runaway greenhouse effect could provide critical lessons. The torch now passes to the next generation of explorers, who will build on Akatsuki's legacy and perhaps reveal secrets it never had the chance to uncover. Akatsuki's mission may have ended, but its legacy continues to inspire. What began with failure transformed into one of the most resilient and scientifically productive planetary explorations ever attempted. By revealing Venus's atmosphere in new depth, it paved the way for future missions now preparing to launch. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on space exploration and scientific discoveries, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.